the genie sea. My loss has been taken. I'll go to sea no more. Someday, somewhere, somehow, we're gonna be fine. Someday, somewhere, somehow. Yum, 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 yum. Stream, my name is Yashiroreaper, and we're about to do some Tales of Symphonia shit. Alright. So I'm just gonna open up Tales of Symphonia so that we can start playing. Basically, this stream is gonna be me leveling the fuck up. Because I was not at the correct level, apparently. So I'm just gonna be leveling up and then defeating Kavar because he's a prick. If you don't think he's a prick, I'm sorry. Sorry for the life you have lived. Come on. Take out the full screen again. Excuse me a moment as my computer figures out what the fuck it's doing again. I literally was just watching the Hellboy 2020 movie. It's streaming online. I'm gonna own the DVD once it actually finally releases on DVD, which I was surprised. Like, a little bit ago when I was out with my family was over, I was like, do you guys have Hellboy on DVD? And she's like, no, it is not released for another couple weeks. I'm like, I saw this movie a while ago in theaters. Huh? Like, I got the Bumblebee movie not too long afterwards, but I guess Hellboy took a while, which makes me sad. Did get it on DVD, because I don't have a Blu-ray player. And I literally own a computer, and I have an external disk drive where I watch movies. So I watched it again, and it's still as good as I remember from when I saw it in theaters. When I saw it in theaters, my mind was fucking blown. I was like, this is not my life? Okay. I got it working. My computer's done freezing up. Anyways, as I said, I saw it in theaters, and I was just like, this is the best! And you know what? It fucking is. Because, like, you don't understand. When it comes to, like, fucking metal shit, I am all over it.
You're in for a world of hurt. Aw, regret messing with me?
She's so cute. Come here.
You're in for a world of hurt.
Ready for this? Blame your fate.
So basically, my whole goal is I'm gonna level everyone up to 30, I think. And then I'll take on the boss again. Because I'm thinking 30. I've heard people say 25, but hey, I like to over level, so I'm gonna hit for 30. And Sheena's at 25. Well, it's almost there. Like, okay. So this might be a little bit of a bit more boring episode, as I'm literally just gonna be fighting until I draw enough to beat Kavar. But yeah, I'm gonna nerd about the fucking Hellboy movie, because why the fuck not?
Alright!
So basically, I'm a big Hellboy nerd.
Don't get
I've
too
loved Hellboy since I was little, and they let me watch the older movies. Like, you know, the Del Toro ones, where they had the fucking sick-ass makeup. I literally own them on DVD.
Just
Like, I have both of them on DVD, I believe. If not, I only have the first, but the second one wasn't that good. But yeah, I love Hellboy, and it's also because I'm a big fantasy nerd. like, give me monsters, give me
This is gonna be a
demons, give me all that
piece of
shit, give me phase, give me fucking all that shit. It is my jam. And Hellboy takes all that shit I love. So Hellboy takes all that shit and is basically like, BAM! And I'm like, I love every part of this.
battles? It'll be over soon.
Not bad, am I?
Anyways. Yeah, I'm just pretty into fantasy, and oh my god, I need to turn down the volume slightly. Give me a second. The volume in my headphones is too loud for me to talk. Okay, back. It's a lot more better for my ears. Anyways,
You're in real
back to Hellboy. Like, fantasy, like, supernatural shit is my jam, and Hellboy is basically all of it, like, combined. Which is probably why I love it so much. And I'm just super, like,
That was just warm.
the Del Toro films. Oh, they're beautiful! I love that Hellboy has literally a room full of cats! It makes me happy. Like, I literally have in one of my... On my desk behind my computer, I have, like... It's like a magazine holder thing. But I use it to hold, like, sketchbooks and things like that. And I literally, like, after I saw the Hellboy movie, I was, like, furiously writing Hellboy fanfiction. I'm still thinking of doing it, because I still have the work. Because Hellboy is an interesting universe. Like, there are mediums, there are every sort of fantasy thing. Like, if you've ever watched the animated films, which I also just do, there's, like, the Swords of Wind or whatever, which is Japanese, like, mythology based.
I was just warming up.
Like, it's got tsukugamis and all that kind of stuff. So they got all that. And then there is the vampire one, which, like, Steel Blood or something like that. I don't know. It's really good.
Comfortable.
Like, if they can't make another live-action Hellboy movie, which at the same time I kind of understand, because to do it live-action, either you have to go the Del Toro route and get very, very good costume and effects, which takes for fucking ever. Or, you have to CGI the whole thing, which I believe the 2020 did. They did a lot of CGI. And it looks great. It really does. It looks fucking fantastic. But, like, it's so much easier to do it in animation style. And, like, they're good. They're really good. And there's so many storylines you can do with Hellboy. Like, even if you don't pull from comic books, you, like, pull from, like the dozens of mythologies that it, like, pulls from. Like, in the Steel Blood, if I remember correctly, it was Greek mythology for vampires.
You picked the wrong guy to
Because they, the queen vampire that they're hunting was literally, like, the queen of witches, Hecate, yeah. Like, she was, like, the vampiress, and, like, she was, like, a servant of Hecate, which is the witch goddess. Sorry, I'm just fixing my legs. Yeah. And that's super interesting.
This is gonna be a piece of cake.
So I love mythology. Like, actually, my favorite course I ever took in university was my, mythology course. It was called Classics. We did Roman and Greek, mostly. And it was good. The teacher was good. But, like, mythology is a big thing for me. I love mythology. Oh my god. All mythology. Like, nymphs, the fays. Oh my god, fairies. Like, it took me a while, but when I finally watched the Magnus Bride, like, that is everything I like. Because it had all these, like,
That was way
elements of fantasy and magic, and I fucking love it. Like, in the 2020 thing, the 2020 Hellboy, it's basically the idea
Don't get
is
too comfortable.
Hellboy is the son of the devil, obviously, but he's also a descendant of King Arthur.
You ready for this?
And I just find that plot very
Your
interesting.
death is in vain.
Thank you, my boy. Okay, we're at 2 level 27s. Sheena, you need to level up.
One right after another.
That's it.
Work.
Just as I expected.
You're in for a world of hurt.
Like, if you ever seen, oh my god, you used to be a meme at one point. It was like a monk, like, oh my god, it's a monkey. And he's like, he's got a gun! That is Hellboy. That is, I literally don't own any Hellboy comics. And I feel so guilty. But that is my goal. There's a comic shop down here. I'm gonna hit it up at some point. First, I'm getting my Transformers fixed. And then I'm gonna go and hopefully get as many Hellboy comics as I possibly can. And I don't like to get like thin issue for comics, like, you know, the like standard, like we just released this kind of thing. No, I get the volumes. I don't get issues, I get volumes. Volumes are so much better for your buck. So if you're a comic book nerd, get volumes. It'll save you money.
Don't get too comfortable.
I'm a comic book nerd. I love comic books. There are certain things I do. I have Deadpool comics. I have a couple Spider-Man comics, modern ones. And then I also have some
Just as I expected.
Transformers, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. What's the other comic I have? I have a few Sonics.
Don't get too comfortable.
And then I have one whole comic which is really good. Do you like
That
these
was
Marvel
way
comedy
too
ones?
easy.
I have the issues of those, mostly because they don't sell them in volumes, and I just thought they were cute and funny. I have a few Batman comics. But unlike...
You're in for a world of hurt.
It's weird to describe because, like, I collect manga too. Like, right behind me in my stream area is my manga bookshelf, which is pretty big and it is almost full. Like, the reason I don't have any of my comic books displayed is that most bookshelves, like, the shelves are too low to sit them up, like,
I was
sideways.
just warming up.
These magazine holders are gonna be perfect. So I'm hoping to get like a shelf at some point where I can like just set these, even if it's too big for the comic books. I don't care. I'm also planning to get a figure shelf as well.
You're in for a world
Because
of
I
hurt.
also have a lot of figures that are on display. Behind me I have my 3 Nendoroids, and then I have my pop figures in my small
I
DuckTales
was just warming
statues.
up.
But basically the ones I have out here are the ones that can take a lot more damage. My Nendoroids have been broken before. But like Funko Pops, you can fucking biff them at walls, they're fine. Like, Funko Pop. Okay, let me talk about Funko Pops. Funko Pops are overhyped. They totally are. If you're a figure collector, Funko Pops are your cheapos. Which is how I buy them. Like, I don't think I spent full price for any of my Funko Pops here. Except for maybe my Deadpool bobblehead. But other than that, I haven't paid full price for any of these fuckers. A couple of them I bought at dollar stores. And then, like, one was a Christmas gift. Which was my fucking... The 2 were Christmas gifts. My nephew, one year for Christmas, he gave me Scrooge McDuck, 1987, Scrooge McDuck, Funko Pop. And then he also gave me Webby's Funko Pop from that era. And there's a fucking weird thing. She's supposed to be holding a little doll of herself. But the Funko Pop I end up getting her doll's head is fucked. It's like not there. It's just like a jet of white stuff. I don't know what the fuck. But I kind of like it. Like, I do have a couple like figures that I want to get for Funko Pops.
This is gonna be a piece of
But
cake.
that's also because of, like, they will never sell figures of these outside of Funko. Or it's cheap and it'll be cute to store because Funko Pops are the figures that, like, I don't give a shit if they get damaged. Because they're Funko Pops. I literally had 2 Funko Pop keychains. They're hanging up on my wall now, but I have Donald and Daisy Duck. They were in a pair set. It was so cute. And I wore them on my backpack forever. And then Donald ended up losing an arm and a leg. Now he's one leg and I'm Donald. He's still cute though. And like Daisy, all for like her entire body's marked up. But I bought them because, well, here's one thing. Out of the original OG Disney cast, my favorite is Donald Duck. Probably because I had a pet when I was younger. And because when I was a kid, one of my proudest achievements when I learned how to do
I was just warming up.
If you don't know what that is Donald whenever he's like freaking out and shit. Like, when I learned how to do that as a kid, I fucking was like, yes! Because Donald is my homeboy. Give me Donald Duck. Fuck Mickey. Mickey's the hoe. Give me Donald! I have weird stance when it comes to certain things.
That was disappointing.
Just like a bit ago, I saw someone being like, oh, I want new Transformers
real
animated
world
merch. And I'm like, I bought all my merch for Transformers animated long after the show aired. And the only 2 things of merch I have is a bootleg Transformers animated ratchet that I found at the dollar store and could not resist buying immediately. I was like, I wish I bought another one because they had a bootleg Bulkhead too.
Just as I
But
expected.
I wanted Ratchet because he's my grumpy uncle and I love him. And then the other one is I bought at a yard sale years ago, and it's a Transformers animated, I believe, McDonald's toy, or like one of those big fast food company toys. And it's a little Bumblebee. And like he's his car mode and then he transforms out, but it's kind of shit. So I mostly keep him in his car mode. But yeah. I collect weird,
World of
like, when it comes to figures, even if it's a bootleg, if it's close enough, I will still get it.
Just as I expected.
More battles?
It'll be over soon. It'll be over soon. You picked the wrong guy to mess with.
Excuse me. Sheena, level the fuck up, sweetheart. I need you to get on level with the boys.
This is gonna be a piece of cake.
Yeah, it's hot time. Oh my god. I have such a love for shows.
That was disappointing.
I have so many weird figures too. Although I'm missing a few. I used to have a rescue box blade. I don't know where the fuck it went. I moved and then it disappeared and I'm super sad because he was my mate. And then I got, well, now, a after years, I only have one Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles figure. I used to have more. I used to have a bunch of the OT 2000 2K3 cast, and I had the shell, like, I had the shellmobile. And then I gave it to my nephew because my sister's like, okay, you're not a child anymore, give it to your nephew. So I did. I don't even know if he still has them. If he does, I can be like, yo, you don't use them anymore. Yeah, give them to me. Because my sister's husband, like, he has an original, like, OP toy, like, from his youth. And I'm like, give me my toys! Because I want them!
Reinforcements, huh?
Play them!
It'll be over soon.
I'll give them to my own kids. Because I never had kids.
Demons but white speed.
I was just warming up.
Like, I have so many, like, figures are...
Reinforcements,
Figures,
huh?
comic, and manga books, like, are my... Same with graphic tees. Graphic tees are usually cheaper. Like right now, I'm wearing a camo tee which I bought $5, which is super cheap and it's super comfy. But then I'm also wearing Bugs Bunny tights,
You picked the wrong guy to
which I
mess
found
with.
at Walmart. And I bought them entirely because Bugs Bunny. I'm a big nerd when it comes to cartoons and anime. Like, one movie I'm trying to get my family to watch. I'd have to, like, kind of visit home or something, bring it on my hard drive, and be like, okay, we're watching this movie because I think I like it. The Willoughbys. It's a well-looking movie, and it's a pretty interesting, like, cutesy little story, so I'm like, my family will like this.
This is gonna be a piece of cake.
I also need my family to watch Hellboy. Because one of my favorite things about, like, the new Hellboy movie is, like,
It'll be over soon.
it's so, like, it's adult.
You
It's
picked
very
the wrong
adult.
guy to
There's
mess
so many
with.
swear words. But also, they let the creepiness of, like, stuff. Like, Baba Yaga's in it. And she is a creepy, ugly-ass motherfucker. Every time I see her, I'm like, ugh. I feel uncomfortable the entire time she's on screen. She is creepy in every sense of the word, and I love her. Like, I really fucking love her. And, like, how many things talk about Baba Yaga? Sorry, how many voices talk about the old witch of Russia? Like, the only other thing I could think of was Bardock the Magnificent. Where it had Baba Yaga, but she was, like, nice enough. Baba Yaga's not supposed to be nice, she's supposed to be a child-eating witch!
One right after another.
Oh, regret messing with me?
Like, oh my god, I love it. Like, the beings of hell that come out, like, holy shit, like... Think like creepypasta level, like... You've ever heard of, like, Siren Head? Yeah, like a bunch of fuckers like them, fuckers that look like titans, like, that shit comes out of hell and I love it. And, like, they have fays, they have changelings, like...
You're in for a world of hurt.
It'll
That's it.
We don't know what a fae is.
That's
A fae is a fairy.
Just getting started.
It's the old name for fairies. And,
This is gonna be a piece of
fairies
cake.
are creepy. Like, fairies can, like, steal away people by knowing their name. They can steal the babies or replace them with changelings. There's so much cool, like, legends into the old mythology stuff that I just adore.
one right after another.
And like also that movie gets me because Picarto shit. Like I took Arthurian literature in university. I like me King Arthur. Give me Arthurian legends. That shit is my jam. Like one of my favorite poems, which is literally why I purchased a specific poem of that specific author, is The Lady of Shalott. And if you don't know the poem, and I beside the river lie, long fields of barley and of rye, the frog that rolls to meet the sky, fill the fields with the merry, battered count. It's basically about this woman who is cursed. Like, she can leave anything and only look at the world with her mirror, but if she ever leaves the mirror, she is cursed.
You picked the wrong guy to mess
If I
with.
remember correctly, the curse just kills her. I never really state what the curse does, but does murder her. And like, she's right outside, like, her island is called the Isle of Shalott, and it's outside Camelot. And if you don't know what Camelot is, I feel bad for you. Have you never seen Men in Tights? Have you never seen old school Robin Hood? That hurts.
Reinforcements, huh?
But yeah, like that's like one of my favorite poems, and like Lord McKinnon saying it into a song, which is also beautiful, and really is the reason I read the poem a lot. But like even just reading the poem, I love it. It's literally the only reason I own a poet book of Lord Tennyson.
Alright.
I was a weird arts major.
Don't get
I'm not
too
going back
comfortable.
to like university because I'm really close to getting my bachelor. University is expensive AF, and I don't feel like wasting that kind of money. And I also said if I quit university again, I was done. And I quit university again because I started developing, at the time I wasn't sure what it was, but it's basically my blood pressure was going out of control and no one would know was noticing it. So I was just suffering from the effects of constant high blood pressure, which is not good. You can faint, you can throw up, you get constant migraines. It is not fun. You'll get random sudden extreme chest pains. It is not a fun time. Like, undiagnosed blood pressure, like not getting treated, is the shit. I was like, oh, this is great. Now I'm doing the heart condition.
It'll be over soon. It'll be over soon. You picked the wrong guy to mess with.
Like, one thing, like, I suffer from mental health conditions.
More battles.
Light exercise brings up my, like, any stresses I would normally bring up someone's, like, blood pressure a little bit, brings mine up a lot higher than anyone else's, because, like, it brings up my blood pressure and, like, my pulse higher, because my body's been trained to believe that any sort of activity means, shit, the apocalypse is coming. Yay for mental health disorders that slowly change our chemistry.
This is gonna be a piece of cake. It'll be over soon.
That's one of my big things about why I want to lose weight is because, like, I know at this moment in time I am not healthy.
It just wasn't your day.
And, like, I want to be healthy because I don't have a lot of things going for me in life. At the very least, I can get my health under control. So I'm losing weight so that hopefully my blood pressure will calm down, which would be nice. Because right now, if I miss my blood pressure meds for a day, like, I do not feel good. Migraines. I also have this weird issue where I think my B12 levels just drop
You
randomly.
picked the wrong guy to mess
So
with.
for a while now, I've been taking B12 supplements. because B12 is important. It's not like I don't need a variety of food. I do.
Don't overdo it.
But I'm also a poor person. Like literally before the stream started, I had 15 buns, which was literally about 15 buns, and I was like, I wonder what's in them. They're literally just buns. There's no filling. I was like, but at the same time, still good because steam buns. I prefer ones filled with like meat or something, but it's still a steam bun.
Piece of cake.
That's it? I was just getting started.
Jesus, sweetheart. Sweetheart. Sheena, you need to level up, hon.
Don't get too comfortable. Blame your fate. Don't get too comfortable.
But yeah, like,
Double demon fang.
one thing I've always tried to explain to people is like, I've been on a way to lose weight for a while because, like, my mental health was at its worst. I got myself up to around 300 pounds, and that was not a good place. Because I have health issues. I have asthma. Having that much weight on my body was not a good thing. Like, small little trips that fucked me up. So now I'm back. I'm like a little bit, like I'm around 220. Around there, and I'm trying to get down to like 180 at least, I'm hoping. I'm hoping around that level, like my blood pressure and stuff. Apparently it's supposed to be 160 for my height, like BMI says, and I'm like, I don't think I've ever been 160, or if I was, I wasn't nearly as tall as I am now. So I've always been like, I've never been a skinny mini, okay? I've been chubby all of my life. There's been varying levels of chubbiness, but I've always been chubby. So the idea of me like not being any form of like chubbiness would be weird. I probably look anorexic. I don't know.
You're in real
That's just
world
my
of hurt.
theory.
Double demon fang.
No way.
I drive around my family and go, oh, you look great. And I'm like, yeah.
Just as I
And
expected.
they're like, you're still trying to lose weight? And I'm like, yeah. Because I need to lose weight.
This is gonna
I'm
be a
220
piece of cake.
pounds, but that's not a good weight.
Don't overdo it. Sonic thrust.
Just as I expected.
Sheena, sweetie. You need to work on your leveling. Like, you are not good at this whole level up shit.
One right after another. Guardian!
Power seal.
Demon fang.
Power seal.
Kick his ass! God damn it, Kratos! You're supposed to leave it up to her.
You're in real world of hurt.
My family, my sister and my mom were skinny and raised, but then like as a year just put on pounds, and they've never been able to lose any of it. Like they've been able to like maintain a certain weight. If they went too high, they've been able to lower it. But like there's been like a certain level of chubbiness that my family just can't seem to get rid of. And meanwhile, me, like my weight stayed the same for a long time, and then I went up to 300, and then I lost about 100 pounds. And like I was like, oh, it's transformation. I'm like, yeah, because I realized I didn't need to depressively eat everything in sight. Which is weird. Let me explain something. Halfway through my big, like, mental health turmoil, I actually went vegan for a while. I hated every second of it. I went vegan. It's not for me. I like eating vegan food, don't get me wrong, like, but you're telling me I can eat a lot of like traditional food and stuff, like, if I go to a certain country I can't eat honey. Okay, honey gets me, I don't get that. I don't get what the bad thing about honey is, but whatever. Oh, let's see that chicken's ass! God damn it.
Never had a chance.
God damn it, Kratos. Anyway.
This is gonna be a piece of
Yeah, I went vegan. It was weird. I thought about going vegetarian too. But, to be honest, I don't really need to go on any of that.
Just as I expected.
I want to try, I'm a big foodie. I've learned that slowly as life's going on. I'm a foodie. That's why it's so easy for me to put on weight. I'm like, food, I love it. But, I like trying new foods and all that kind of stuff. And, oh my god, like, imagine I go to a place and I'm like, oh, I can't eat this because I only eat this certain food. That would hurt me in my soul. Being like, oh, I can't eat this curry. I'm not doing that to myself. Like, if you're vegan, great, good on you. I cannot do that shit. Also, if any of you are like, I saw like a new cafe open up here and like they have like a keto breakfast and like, keto is stupid. I don't know what people say about keto, like, oh, I lost weight, yeah.
You're in
You
the
also,
world of
like,
hurt.
you get like ketosis. You're trying to get into this ketosis state, and like, it can literally make you have cold-like symptoms. I am sorry, if anything gives you cold-like symptoms, is that supposed to be a good thing?
Not bad, am I?
It's not a good thing. You should not be having cold-like, flu-like symptoms from doing something that's good for you. Your body is telling you something is wrong.
This is gonna be a piece
Because
of
like my
cake.
sister's been on keto, and it's good for them. It helps them lose weight. But then as soon as they get off keto, they get like that. And I'm just looking at her
You
like,
picked the wrong guy to mess
it is
with.
so easy. It's like, just shut up. I'll teach you the secrets. Count calories. That's literally it. Like, the reason I've been kind of stuck on my weight currently is that I lie to myself a lot when it comes to calorie counts. Because I'm like, oh yeah, it's in my calorie goal. Which I need to stop lying to myself too. Which is like, right now, like I'm trying to lie to myself. So I'm like, okay. What should And like, I'm logging it as it is. Like, I literally bought myself, I have like a tablespoon, teaspoon thing. I have a small kitchen scale. I am taking this seriously. Because I know it'll work. Because that's worked and how I lost all the weight I have. So I'm like, it works. I just need to stop lying to myself and being like, oh, that's close enough.
Don't get too comfortable.
Women only need 2,000 calories. One thing a lot of people don't notice is that drinks have calories.
Light speed.
That's it.
Like alcoholic drinks, sugary
You picked
drinks,
the wrong guy to mess with.
certain teas, certain coffees, all that stuff. It has calories! That's my sister's big downfall, I think, is her and her husband are big, I don't want to say alcoholics.
Don't get too comfortable.
but they enjoy drinking. And they do it every day.
That was easy.
But and they're drinking too much of it in calories, especially wine. They love wine. Wine is very high in calories. Like, way Americans and Canadians drink wine is totally different than how actual people like who drink wine every day, like in Europe, drink wine. Drink wine, they have a little bit of wine, like that much of wine. Here we're like, give me a glass full. That's not how you're supposed to drink wine. So with beer has a lot of calories. That's why I don't drink too much beer. When I do drink beer, I like tried it.
You picked the wrong guy to mess with.
Like, literally.
More battles?
Like, I can't have beer or having a drink as a useless kind of idea. Like, you don't need it. So, if you want it, you better count the fact that you're doing some sacrificing shit. Oh my fucking lord. We've almost leveled up twice and you still haven't leveled up once! Sweetheart! Get your shit together.
Don't get too comfortable.
I was just warming up.
Don't get too comfortable.
I think I'm in super into right now. Start doing it. Like, I've kind of been, what's the best way to do it? I've always had this habit since I was a kid that if I'm listening to music, I'm moving to it, or I'm singing it, or I'm acting it out. Now, since I walk 98% of the places, like, I strut my shit. And like one song I've been strutting my shit to a lot has been Addict. If you don't know what Addict is, it is Michael Kovac and Chi-Chi. And it's the Has-Been Hotel song. And it's like Cherry Bomb and Angel Dust song from Has-Been Hotel. And I love it. I listened to it before I saw the video, like the music video. The music video is gorgeous and really adds to it. It makes me want to jam out to it more, but I still like the song anyways. And like songs like that are just so easy to jam out to, and I like doing that all the time. Like I literally walk down the street, like I was doing that earlier today. I went out to run some errands, and jump up super high, high up in the sky. There's no power of light dancing. I was dancing along to that shit.
You're in for a world of hurt.
Or like, I'll do it to like, I have so many people songs on my phone. And some musicals I've never seen. I've got Mean Girls songs. I've got some Hamilton songs. I've got some Dear Ed Hansen songs. I've never seen any of these musicals. I don't even think most of them I've listened to the entire soundtracks of. I just found this one song and I like it. I also have Repo Man, a genetic opera? Yeah, genetic opera. I have a song from that, which I saw for, it was an animatic of Whirl from More Than Meets the Eye and his daughter, which is totally in Rescue Bots Academy. And it was them singing it. It was beautiful. Like, Jack, don't go. I didn't know I love you so much. I didn't know I love you so much. I didn't know I love you so much. But I do. I love it. So I like, now that I'm like walking everything, I like walking stretch. GM and out.
No way.
Like half have fun in life, okay? Don't be bored by like, oh, what are people gonna say when they look at me? I don't give a shit. I stopped giving a shit a while ago. I found it so much easier in life if you try not to give too much of a shit about what people around you are thinking. Because I have that. I have a bit of social anxiety where I think that stuff, but now just like, you know what, fuck them. I'm having fun. Like, when I went to university, I literally do it. I'd be like, now here's the story over and over again. Jeez, well, to finally meet her other friends. Because that movie came out when I started university. Oh my god, that soundtrack was literally blasting throughout my last year of university. Oh my god.
Don't get too comfortable.
You ready for this? Stop me!
You picked the wrong guy to mess with.
Like right now, I'm debating whether to go to school in 2021. I don't know, we'll see how coronavirus is out. But like, I'm hoping to go to school as like basically what we call a daycare. Like where daycare is
You picked the wrong guy to mess
green.
with.
You remember this term? Like youth care worker or something like that. No, not. Yeah, youth care worker or something like that. And you need to go to college for it. So I'm thinking about taking that college course because my goofy energy would totally work with being with kids all day. It doesn't involve me going back to university.
This is gonna be a piece of cake. And we are soon.
Like, academia is not my thing, okay? I spent
Don't overdo it.
around 4 years in academia. Never got my degree out of it.
All right.
And I don't think I could ever do academia again. Academia is just too... Like, I liked the topics. I was... Like, a good deal of the time, I liked what I was learning. I just didn't like doing the stupid bullshit on the side. It's like, I actually love learning. I just don't like the
Don't
way
get
that,
too
like,
comfortable.
normal Oh, here's a fun fact about me with academia. I have had the chance in my academic years to write 3 research papers on comic books. 3! And I felt so proud of that. My teachers were like, how have you written 3 like things on the topic, this topic? And I'm like, because there are different angles. I'm like, oh, I could talk about the cultural significance of comics. I could talk about the academic sides of it. I could talk about socioeconomical. Let's go. And people are like, what the fuck? Like in my, it was one of my English courses. We had to do like a topic in a book, and I chose the Lord of the fucking Rings series because, yeah. And I did my entire paper was on how so many mythologies Tolkien was ever able to like put into the idea for all the races. It was so good. I can talk about what's next. I got to talk about mythologies. It was great, and I actually spoke Elvish in my presentation. I read the inscription on the ring in Elvish. My teacher's like, the fact that you can pronounce the
One
Elvish
right after another.
I'm like, let's go.
That's that.
Honey bun, you really need to get your leveling up sorted, because these bitches are about to level up again. You're just Super Saiyan.
Good work.
Stop running
Enemies
back.
deserve no mercy.
Thank you, asshole. Okay, she's getting closer. Still, sweetie, 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 sweetie. They're almost leveled up twice. Come on. Come on, my darling.
You're in for a world of hurt.
That was just
Like,
warming
my
up.
goal is to get them up to level 30. I don't even know if I'll be able to, like, beat Kavar during the stream or not.
You're in for a world of hurt.
Because I'm already, like, 40 minutes in, and I haven't gotten them up to level 30, so... I only had to level them up, like, 4 levels
All right.
Honey, you need to fight.
You're in for a world of hurt.
Like, if you guys don't know, besides writing my streaming and art streaming,
Blame your fate.
I also write my own webcomics, and both my webcomics take from 2 of my passions. Psychology.
This is gonna be a piece of cake.
Psychology!
That's it.
Like, I have one series here, and it's really The Shadows,
First
which
aid.
takes my love of comic books and that kind of stuff. It is medical psychology, that kind of bullshit. It takes
Never
that
stood
angle.
a chance.
And then I also have my bullshit, which is basically me and my Akuma no Akikata, which is demon's life, basically. And it is about a half-demon girl, and it's all mythology shit. I'm literally like, how many monsters can I fit into this? Like, I am working on it so much to just fit mythologies in it. Like, she's half vampire, a demon vampire. Then there is tanukis, there is kitsunes, there is a nekomata, which is her house cat is a nekomata. I'm gonna have fays, I'm gonna have dragons, I'm gonna have all this good shit.
It'll be okay.
Ogres. I can't remember the names of them, but they're
No way.
Never stood a chance.
Jesus Christ. Shayna!
More battles?
Get your shit together.
Work.
Anyone got like any old school classic JRPGs that like show up on Steam that like actually use turn-based combat? Like real turn-based combat, not this stuff. Because I like this stuff at the same time, but at the same time I also want to play an old school JRPG because that's the shit I grew up with. Okay, I played Legend of Dragoon, I played Final Fantasy VII. As much as I also like this integrated system, I also really, really like turn-based combat and I miss it. Like the only game that I know right now that I play that has turn-based combat for realsies is Pokemans. And I love Pokemans, but I'm terrible at Pokemans.
You're in
And
for
also,
a
I just
world of
forget
hurt.
that my 3DS is this.
Holy fang.
Okay.
That's that.
And it's also super awkward to play on. Like at some point I want to get myself a Switch because if I'm gonna get myself a next-gen console or even a console, I'm always gonna go with Nintendo because the other consoles, like especially nowadays, like they're just trying to compete with gaming computers. And at that point, I'd just get a gaming computer. You know why? Because when I'm done gaming, I can go on YouTube's. I can watch animes. I can write stories and draw. You can't do that on a PS4. That's why I'll never own like a PS5 or whatever the fuck they're coming out with. Like, last system I owned was a PS3. Even like that was the point where I was like, okay, these are systems. But nowadays, it's
Just
not
as I
really
expected.
systems anymore, and I'm done with it. Nintendo, at least it's still a system. It's a system. You're playing games, and also Nintendo will never give their fucking games over to Steam. It pisses me off. Like, you're never gonna see Mario, Pokemons, or a lot of stuff that you'll play on Nintendo systems all on Steam. So, if I'm gonna get an next-gen console,
This is gonna be
you
a
best
piece of
believe your
cake.
mama's getting a Switch. I'm probably gonna get a Switch, right? Because I don't think they're the best in the future. I will own a TV.
Evil.
Because like for
This is gonna be a
while
piece of
now,
cake.
like I'm gonna be living. Well, just the pandemic. I will be here in my bachelor apartment.
Power seal.
My goals are to get it organized so that I can start
That's
displaying
that.
my stuff and just have places for all my things so that I can like. One thing I really want is, since I've lived here, I haven't read any of my comic books, and the reason why is because I have no place to put them where they're number one easy to grab, and number two I can just like grab and put back like. Right now, I have all the Transformers comics I'm planning to read out and about in my apartment. Like, I've got the ones I've already read underneath my basket for my electronic stuff. I've got the ones in the series I'm currently reading below. I've got the one I'm currently reading in a bag. And then I've got all the other ones in my bathroom on top of a shelf underneath the basket. And this is literally the only places I could even think to put them. So...
Don't get too comfortable.
there's a good reason why I haven't reading my manga. Not that long ago, like, the reason why I buy manga is because, like, there are days where I'll just read through an entire series. Like, I read through the entirety of School Life one day. And I've done it for a couple other series, too, like Inuyasha. I have my Fruits Basket ones, which I still need to reread at some point soon. Got my Higurashi, it's got my Soul Eaters, I guess, which I still need to buy the rest for, but we'll hold off on that. I've got all these mangas, and I just picked them up and I read them again, because I'm like, oh yeah, I remember why I like this. You need to do that.
This is gonna be a piece of cake. It'll be over soon.
There are days when my anxiety is so often change, and I just can't think of doing something.
That's
And
that.
having stuff like this just out gives me a little bit more of that oomph to get out of that kind of funk. And I'm just like, okay, I can't think of something to do right now. I'm just gonna pick up a manga or pick up a comic book and I'm gonna read.
This is gonna be a piece of cake.
Oh gosh, I am working morning. That's my last day I work for the week. And then next week I work another 5 days stress. Woo! That's my schedule right now.
This
Is that
is
I'm
gonna be a
working
piece
like
of
4
cake.
days in a row or 5 days in a row. Because what we're doing right now this month is that we work every second weekend. So when we get off, we work the next one. And this weekend I get out, so I work the next one.
Just as I expected.
Sheena! She's getting there. Like, I am
You're in
level
real
up. Proud of
world of
the
hurt.
level up soon. Sweetheart, you need to focus on leveling.
That's that.
You're in real world of hurt.
White spear.
No way.
Never had a chance.
See, look, Kratos just leveled up. Sweetheart, you need to level up.
This is gonna be a piece of cake.
Right now, I'm like pretty happy with the my life's going. I just wish COVID would be over, but at the same time, I understand COVID's not going away anytime soon.
One right after
So
another.
it's like finally I'm in the proper mental state where I can think about dating. COVID. Well, fuck you. Because I finally got into myself space where I can make myself feel better.
You're in for a world of hurt.
It'll be over soon.
And like, moving provinces and moving where I am now to but I still have to feel. And I didn't work for like 90 and I'm perfect. And I'm like, sweet, now I can like think about dating. And then I'm like,
Not bad, am I?
well, I can think about dating, but there's also a pandemic.
This is gonna be a piece of cake.
And if I get this disease, I am fucked more than normal people.
White spear.
So I'm just gonna chill the fuck out.
Aren't we clever?
I can't wait till they have a
Evil doesn't
vaccine.
stand a chance.
Then we can all just get vaccinated, because thank fucking baby Jesus, that'd be nice. I'd love to just get an injection. Be
One
like,
right
okay,
after
cool, now I
another.
don't have to be scared all the time.
Don't overdo it.
I don't let it rule over me like some people do, but like, I also understand at the same time that like I will not have a good time in my life if I get this.
Blame your
Like
face.
when I'm out, I wear my mask almost at all times. Like unless there's like nobody around, I take it off. But for the most part, like if people are around me, I'm wearing my mask. Like there's no fucking way. I see people take it off on the bus ride, and I'm like, the bus literally says they require masks. Fuck off! Wear your mask.
Don't get too comfortable.
What are you talking about? It makes sense. Wear your mask.
All right.
My kid is gonna die
This is gonna
right
be
now.
a piece of cake. It'll be over soon. All right.
You're in for a world
Yeah,
of hurt.
recently I went out on white shirts and stuff because pre-COVID this is the last time I want to be like wearing shirts for more than a day. Like, I'm sorry. If I go outside and I'm wearing a shirt, at the end of that day, that shirt should be going in the
Wrong guy
laundry
to mess
pile.
with.
Finally, Sheena! Thank baby Jesus, Sheena. We've been doing this for
This
how
is
many
gonna
minutes?
be a piece of cake. It'll be
We've
over
been
soon.
doing this for almost an hour, and this is your first level. Sweetheart. You have leveled up twice. Get your shit together.
You picked the wrong guy to mess. This is gonna be a piece of cake.
White spear.
That's that.
Good job, Sheena. Oh my god.
Reinforcements, huh? It'll be over. It'll be over soon.
I think my biggest problem with this kind of system is that I can't control as my other party does. Like, I'm fine controlling my character and doing all that stuff, but it's annoying having to, like, not being able to easily control my party members. Because on just like there are certain things I really
This
wish
is gonna
you
be
were
a
doing.
piece of cake.
Take this! Hurricane thrust!
That was easy.
It could be so much easier if I could just like focus on Sheena and getting leveled up. But no, I can't force her to do shit.
Don't get
can't
too
be.
comfortable.
It'll be over soon. That's it.
Your death is in vain.
You and Kratos? Shut the fuck up.
Don't get too comfortable. That's that.
This has been a weird day for me. I started the day, did some webcam pages, got some line art done and that stuff. Went out, ran an errand or two, came back home, had
Don't
lunch.
get too comfortable.
It'll be over soon.
Like most of the time, if I try to sleep in, my cat's like, I'm gonna bite your face down. I'm like, can we not bite
Just
biting
as I
my face?
expected.
Because she expects her food. She's like, come and feed me, and I'm like, I'm
More
sorry.
battles? It'll be over soon. That's it.
White spear! Sonic thrust!
Just as I expected.
Sheena, you need to level up, sweetheart.
Don't get too comfortable.
It'll be over soon.
White spear! Don't overdo it. First aid!
Just as I expected. This is gonna be a piece of cake. It'll be over soon.
Yeah, if I could Kratos and wait up I'll probably try the boss again. Because Sheena's just
Never had a
she's
chance.
taking way too long to level up. Jesus Christ, Sheena! Sheena, sweetie. You need to level up faster.
You're in for a world of hurt.
White spear! White spear!
You picked the wrong guy to mess with. This is gonna be a piece of cake.
Get my way on.
That was easy.
Have lunch. Come home. Do some drawing. Have some fun. I love this new chair I have, but at the same time, I just, gaming is so much nicer in a different chair. Like, this is great for art and, like, for that kind of stuff, but I just want a lounging chair. And unfortunately, my hammock chair broke, and I couldn't fix it. I'd like to get another kind of, like, those bottom chairs. Like, I'm hoping once we get my place more rearranged better, I'll be able to stuff this chair somewhere and have, like, an actual chair that I use for lounging and watching shows and that kind of stuff, and I can bring this out for when I'm doing artsy stuff, or when I'm actually going to be, like, using the computer for gaming. 'Cause right now, the only place I have to really lounge is my bed. And I prefer not to lounge in my bed.
This is gonna be a piece of cake.
Like, one of the things where it's getting is, like, a kind of lofty-ish kind of bed. Where it's like, maybe there's a bookshelf underneath the bed or something like that. or like dresser drawers or something like that. Like that's what we're thinking of getting for me, which would be nice.
This is gonna be a piece of cake.
Don't overdo it.
So that would start
That's it? I was just getting started.
yeah, seriously, Sheena. Good, my earth. Yeah, I have like a cushion in here that helps me for when I'm sitting and doing editing work and like drawing and stuff, but it is not the best fit, like just landing my ass on. Because as soon as you sit improperly on it, it gets super uncomfortable, but at the same time when I'm gaming, I don't like to be sitting up properly straight like I do when I'm doing art. So it's kind of annoying. Which is actually why I feel like I'm gonna switch it out. Go over there for a minute. Put you guys back down. Haha. This is even better for gaming. I should have done this forever ago.
One right after another. Work.
That's it? I was just getting started.
Like, this is so much easier to lounge in right now. Without that, like, proper sitting thing. Like, it's great for when I'm doing art and stuff, and that's 90% of the way I use it, but when just gaming's, like, it is in the way. Oh, Kitty, you're waking up. You're waking up, my sweetie. Just don't get on the computer's class.
I was just warming up.
Imagine that I had to end the stream because Kitty's just like, I want to sit on the laptops, and I'm like,
More battles?
Also, yes, I know this weird cat that has a voice for the
Blame your
cats for a
fate.
lot of stupid shit. Like, when my cat's doing something, I give her a voice 98% of the time.
Reinforcements, huh?
White spear.
I give her a weird
All right.
personality and shit, it's great.
One right after another. Demon Hurricane.
All right.
Anyway, I really need
Don't
to
get
leave
too
next week. I think
comfortable.
I'll book her. Because my baby needs to go.
Double demon
Broken
fan.
gang, probably.
All right.
And just for the normal checkup, I'll probably say she's fine. She's a good, healthy kitty. But it'll be good to just get her checked out and stuff. She's like, oh, this woman's, I'm so dirty. I took a nap, so now I need to cleanse.
You're in for a world of
That's legit the voice I get. Come in!
No way!
Work. White spear.
All right.
You know, when you have the enemy cornered, don't run away. Jesus Christ.
One right after another.
You picked the wrong guy to mess.
Probably also stealing a lot of kills from her. Sorry, Sheena's. Kitty! Yes! Keep your buzz off the computers. That's my home, man.
Reinforcements, huh?
Don't overdo that.
Stop me!
Keep this. First aid.
It'll be over soon.
Work. Demon hurricane thrust.
It'll be over.
Double D. Never stood a
You
chance.
know, you don't use any long-range attacks. Why do you just run to the other side of the battlefield?
More battles?
You're like, bam, bam, bam.
It'll be over soon. It'll be over soon.
Double demon cut.
That's it? I was just getting started. You're in for a world of hurt.
All right. This is gonna be a piece of cake.
Double demon fang.
I was just warming up.
So much. Good, okay. Do some more levelings. Come on, guys. I like to at least get them up to level 3. I also can't stream for too long today. I do have work in the morning and I have to
Demon fang spear.
One thing I learned is that
Just
Eastern
getting
Standard
started.
Time has changed recently, which is how I announce my stream. So I'm like, oh shit, I gotta adjust it. So I set myself new time zone thing where a place where it's always Eastern Standard Time, and I basically am just using
This is
that
gonna
to
be a
set up
piece
my
of
thing.
cake.
So like, currently it's 2 hours behind.
Double demon fang.
But I thought I was just an hour behind. And I was like, get it now!
White spear. Double demon.
No,
Disappointing.
no, pause off the computer. Okay, like humans. Humans, why? You just continue to clean yourselves. No! No! No, pause off. Okay, give us 1 second. Come here. Hi, babbies. Hi's. Hi's. Why do you want to get on the computer? Do you need pets? Is this all you required? Was pettings? It's okay, babies. It's okay. I'm not dropping you. I'm not dropping you. I'm putting you up on the window. Ah. You go look at the outside worlds. Well, games. I petted you for a bit. Now you go look at the outside worlds and plot your murders. She's like, no, I'm coming back.
More battles?
I'm gonna go eat your computer
It'll
finally.
be over soon.
My cat has a
Never
bad
stood a
habit
chance.
of being like, feed me, and then as soon as I put out her food, she's like, not interested anymore. I'm like, really? gonna bug me for a few hours, demand foods, and then just be like, nah, I don't want it now.
One right after another. It'll be up to work.
Alright.
Like, I don't free feed my cat. I give her set portions, but I also don't take it away if she doesn't eat it for a bit. And like, here's your portion. But if she doesn't eat it, I don't give her more food. Like, no. I'm like, you eat that, and then I'll give you more. Because that's how I am.
Reinforcements, huh?
Double demon. Never had a chance.
This is gonna be a piece of cake.
Sonic double demon fang. Let's hurry on.
Man, I didn't get to do.
Because you're too leveled up, okay? Let them do their shit. She's getting closer to leveling up even with us. Which is good.
You're in for a world of hurt. That's it? How's this get?
This is gonna be a piece of cake. That was just
You know,
warming
you've
up.
been gaming for a while and you're just like, heh. Other forms of activity are a waste of times.
Don't get too comfortable.
That was just warming up. This is gonna be a piece of cake.
Never stood a chance.
You're in for a world of hurt.
That was just warming up.
You're in for a world of hurt.
That was just warming up.
Did you have a good lunch? That you ate at like 7:30 p.m. at night? Jesus Christ, Kitty. Hopefully you ate some of your food so I can give you some food before I go to bed.
This is gonna be a piece of cake. It'll be over soon.
That's it.
White spear. Sonic. That's that.
Got my glasses.
You're in for a world of hurt.
Hurricane
I searched up and I have a coffee page, even though I like basically
Never
am
had a
supporting any of
chance.
my work. It's either I'm spending my own free time money on it, or if you guys want to help support, then go check out my coffee. Currently, I'm trying to get a computer, which will be better for streaming and less likely for kitties to be walking all over it. But yeah, I'm hoping to get a computer, like a desktop. And whenever I get closer to the like amounts, or get any of that amounts, because I'm still at nothing,
Don't get too comfortable.
I'll probably like ask you guys for suggestions about computers and like what's a good computer for doing most of the games I want to do, and like what kind of webcam should I get. I already have a mouse.
Don't get too comfortable.
Just as
Wireless
I
mouse I use
expected.
for everything. I also have a wireless keyboard that I'll probably end up using most of the time. And unless I feel like getting a wired keyboard, but probably not. That one's good, it'll work. And then, like, this computer will turn into just like my fun times computer. Which means if I'm lazy, I can bring it into beds. Because I don't know about you guys, I'm an insomniac.
Don't
And
get too
besides my
comfortable.
meds that I take, I also have to watch specific genre movies. Let me explain it to you. I have to watch either Scary Game Squad,
You picked
Scary
the
Game
wrong
Squad,
guy to mess
Zero
with.
Punctuation, just because I don't know what it is, otherwise she thought I go to sleep. Most of the time I end up watching Zero Punctuation. Or, I have to watch, like, there's a handful of shows I can watch to go to sleep, and then there's mostly, like, documentaries. Like, I can fall asleep to a documentary. I usually fall asleep to ones, like, about the Roman Empire.
Don't get
That's
too
just an interesting
comfortable.
point. I think Roman history for a while. I never got to because it's like cool. But Roman history is interesting. The Romans are an interesting
Picked the wrong guy to mess with.
I love learning history. History is
Don't
another
get
weird
too
thing
comfortable.
That was way too easy. Reinforcements, huh? That was way too easy.
Good. Fruit is fried. Sorry,
One
this
right
is a
after
slightly
another.
boring stream to watch.
Aw, regret messing with me? It's too late now.
God damn it, Sheena. You precious seed.
Reinforcements, huh? That was way too easy.
Getting too good at this.
You're in for a world of hurt. No way.
That's that. Don't get too comfortable.
One thing I wish they
Evil
put on
doesn't stand a
Steam is the Kingdom Hearts series. I don't really give a shit about Kingdom Hearts 3. Although I still would probably play it. I want Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2. I want to play them. They were good games. I want to play them for funs. It has to be a kind of interesting game to stream.
This is gonna be a piece of cake.
Here's a weird thing. I only played the beginning
That
part
was way
of
too easy.
Kingdom Hearts 1. In Kingdom Hearts 2, I played the beginning part, a couple of the worlds. So, like, I know Kingdom Hearts, I've watched my siblings play it, I've watched my friends
This is
play
gonna
it,
be a piece of cake.
but the actual amount of time I've actually been able to gameplay is surprisingly slim. Because my family was my family were gamers, and they just didn't like me playing their games, or most of the time they were using the console, so I never got to play.
gonna be a piece of cake. It'll be over soon.
Here's another reason why I use the app. It's good for when, like, when I'm gaming, for when I'm doing arts and
You
stuff.
picked the wrong guy to
But
mess
also,
with.
I threw out my back when I was 18, 19. So I've had a bad back for like years now.
You're in for a world of
So sitting in certain positions for a long period of time and not having something good on my ass really throws out my lower back, which is what I threw out. Oh my god.
That was disappointing.
When I did it, I was carrying salt for work, and they thought I had my car. I was too shy at the time to tell them that I didn't have my car that day.
You're in for
And
a
also, I
world
didn't
of
know the
hurt.
city that well, and didn't know convenience stores in the city. Because I wouldn't have known that, okay? I was 18, and I went to convenience store for snacks. I never noticed that they sold ice. So basically, I went down to a grocery store,
That was
got a
just
bunch of
warming up.
ice, and carried it back in the snow and ice. And I carried like $20 worth of the salt bag, so it was fucking heavy. By the time I got to work, I threw out my back. They were like, "What the fuck did you just do?" And I'm like, the woman apologized to
Don't
me, and I
get
was
too
like, "Yeah, but
comfortable.
at that point in my life, I could not say no to a boss. I'm sorry, I couldn't."
Blame your fate.
Like, they literally thought I ditched work with the money, and then I came back, like, nearly throwing out my back, and they're like, "What?" And I'm like, "I didn't have a car," and they're like, "You should have told me that." And I'm like, "I thought you might have known," and they're like, "Oh, shit." I'm like, I dropped my back.
This is gonna be a piece of cake.
Sorry since I've had a bad day, but, like, with losing weight, stuff has helped. Back also. Like, I'm surprised that this despite the fact that I throw my back, I've always been slightly flexible. So, to me, it's never been that
That
big
was
of a
just
deal.
warming up.
But at the same time, like, sitting long periods of time doing art and stuff, like, it was murdering my back. So I
This
guess.
is gonna be a piece of cake. All right.
This chair I'm actually sitting in, I got this, some guy was selling it, and I was like,
More
"Sweet,
battles?
this chair."
All right.
I just really want to get myself a nice
You're in for a
chair to
world of
actually
hurt.
function to do active reason.
Demon Fang.
I can sit in it, read a book, I can sit in it, game on my DS, I can sit in it and watch anime, I can sit in it and
That
do
was
games like
just
this
warming
with a
up.
controller, like, be nice. But right now I just don't have the room. I really don't. It also doesn't help that I've only got 2 plugins. Well, one. I've got the one here that I can use for just about everything else in my apartment. Then I got the one there, which I can use kitchen gadgets on, and my fridge is plugged into. And then I've got the one on my oven, and I use that to charge my air conditioner currently. And there are no other plugins in my entire apartment, and it's stupid. Like, this is not even a
Don't
plug
get
in
too
my bathroom.
comfortable.
This is just the front part of my apartment, and there's no other plugins. I've made it work for me.
That was just warming up. This is gonna be a piece of cake. It'll be over soon.
Don't overdo it. First aid.
That's it.
do it.
That's that.
Good job, Sheena. Right down there. Oh my god, how... I'll game for a bit longer, but I'm probably not going to be able to get much longer because it's getting close to the time I need to start getting ready for bed because my insomnia gas it takes me back many hours to go to sleep. Or what I have to do is get myself to actually go to sleep. No! No! Pause off!
That's that.
Or I might have to sign off earlier because Kitty's just like obsessing with my computer. Kitties.
Don't get too comfortable.
That's
Spear.
That's that.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna end the stream here because Kitty is getting super antsy. So up here to save. Oh my god. Yes, hello baby girl. She is like right here. Yes. So thank you guys so very much for watching the stream. Hopefully you enjoyed. Hopefully you'll come back for more. If you want to help support me in everything I do here on the internet, go to ko-fi.com/Yashiri. That's ko-fi.com/Yashiroreaper. Another Yashiroreaper all across the web. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Tumblr. I'm on YouTube. I'm on Picarto. I'm here on Twitch. I even have a Discord. I love you guys so very much. I need to go get ready for bed and deal with this super aggro little listener. And yeah, thank you guys so very much. I love you all very much. Stay safe, wash your hands, wear a mask, do all that good important shit. And I will see you in my next stream. Bye bye.